Alright, back at the doctor. And Recliner Man, we're here because he's having trouble with his right side. He can't really get up and walk, and also double vision. So we got here, he had a bit of a seizure, and now we're taking him over to the emergency room. I was just returning the wheelchair to the doctor's office, and here we go. The doctor said that because of the two symptoms of the right side being so weak he can't use it, and also the double vision, that it's probably in the brain is the trouble. Just did a CAT scan. They should get the results of that in a few minutes. Going to be an MRI. And anyway, the doctor said they're definitely going to admit him. He's going to be here overnight at least, because of anytime it's a neurological thing, which this definitely is, they take it really seriously. Anyway, I'm going to go look after Rusty for a little bit, give him his walk, and then I'm going to come back. So over the last several days, Recliner Man's been doing recliner vlogs. He can't really get up and go around, and so he's been doing these long vlogs. I didn't upload them yet because we were thinking put some music on it, you know, maybe edit it a little bit because they're long and rambling. But then I realized the doctors keep asking about the last couple days, and you know, it's kind of like the mood vlogs. I wouldn't remember until I went back and looked at them. So now I'm going to look back at those vlogs from this past week, the recliner vlogs, and we'll see if we can get some more information that will help out the doctors. So there was a recliner vlog last Friday and Sunday, so let's take a look.
We're just back from booking, which Dumpster Dave. Dumpster Dave, would you like to say a word or two about how we did today?
We found a dirty limerick book.
Anything else?
Yes, but it all pales in comparison to the dirty limerick book.
The Dirty Limerick book is, along with the complete collection of tasteless jokes.
Yeah, I don't think we could read any of these limericks on YouTube. It would be banned. We'd get kicked off.
The limerick books are unbelievable, and these guys who wrote them, I mean, had to be geniuses.
They did research. They traveled around to find all the, you know.
Yeah, I mean, these are only selected people who are.
They didn't write it themselves. They're like the Brothers Grimm. They traveled around Europe and collected them.
Only Recliner Man's closest friends, I mean his closest friends, will be able to see or receive the limerick books. And I hate to say it that but that's it. And it won't. It can't be sold. Can't be bought.
Priceless.
There's no way. So anyway, we went out to the dumpster with Dumpster Dave, and then we went to a thrift shop, and Thrifty Mickey goes to thrift shops. Now, Thrifty Mickey is one of my good friends. But he's like 5'4", and he sneaks into these thrift shops, and he's great. And Thrifty Mickey, yeah.
I have to do thrift shopping now that I'm not in the. I can't find work as a jockey anymore.
Thrifty Mickey is one of my favorite guys, and you'll see Thrifty Mickey again, or you'll hear about Thrifty Mickey again. But it was a big day, considering I have a concussion and I am seeing double, I can't talk too much today, but I will say a little more. It's a bit of a big day for Recliner Man. I don't know where to start. I have a concussion. Nobody seemed to diagnose it. It was obvious that I had a concussion today because I was falling all over the place and I still can't use my legs. They just won't work. So I had to be carried by 2 people into the house. Other things that are going on. I'm going to see a rheumatologist because my reflex sympathetic dystrophy, RSD, you should look it up, has flared up. And it went from medium to severe. So it's now all the way down my right side to my elbow and all the way down my left side to my wrist. So that's why I'm going to be seeing a rheumatologist. In the meantime, of course, I will be having the scan by the lung surgeon. Now, here's the deal. If the lung surgeon says, "You're gonna die, Recliner Man," well, then I'm not gonna see the rheumatologist. Why bother? I mean, I'll cancel that appointment. That's just the way it is. And I have other things. Recliner Man's some people on Recliner Man's staff, of course, will need jobs if that happened. And by the way, sitting in the beside me are Arthur Summersby, my announcer. Arthur.
Crikey, mate.
And Peter Summersby.
Crikey, do ya? I'm Peter Summersby. I am a hell. And
Oh, that was the Mr. Bindi voice.
I am not Mr. Peter Summersby could not be here. I am Mr. Bindi. I am Mr. Bindi. I am the Mahatma Bindi.
Let's try Peter Summersby.
Crikey! Crikey! I'm the only man with a PhD in Australia.
Well, Peter can give me a lot of help if I don't know how to handle the end days. You can see this cast on my right arm. So I'm in a lot of pain. They had to carry me, like I said, into my recliner where I'm going to remain until. Also, they gave me some strong medicine, and I mean strong. By strong, I mean it would kill a dog. Okay? It would kill a dog and most human beings, actually. Not Recliner Man, but I man up. You know, it's like Cowboy Up. You know, they go for 8 seconds on the fiercest bulls in the world. And I will man up to anything. And I've gone through a lot in my life. And so I'm just going to tell you what's been going on, trying to keep you alert. And I'm sort of falling apart, but when we get better, we do have some good stuff for you. We really do. With some fabulous guest stars. But at the moment, I don't know who I am. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Hello. once again, it's your friendly Recliner Man. The reason for this episode actually is to talk about people who don't believe in medications. You know who you are, you Scientologists and other people. Medication is very important. Once upon a time, I had a doctor, and I said to the doctor, I'm not feeling so well. And he said to me, well, every now and then, even a doctor needs to take an aspirin. Well, here's my medications now, without which Recliner Man would not be talking to you now. First and most important is I have anti-seizure medications. Two of them, the most important, are Carbatrol and Depakote in big doses. I also take another one, but I don't know its name. All right? But that keeps me going. Otherwise, you'd see me flopping like a fish or actually be dead. And that's the truth. Now, there are other medications I take. My hands shake. They do. I have shaky hands, and those of you who've been following Recliner Man know I don't know the name of the drugs. My wife would know the name. Mrs. Recliner Man would know. But I've changed my medication because my hands were shaking so much. And that medication is also, by the way, an anti-seizure medication. So that helped me. Now, concerning my recent falls, I had pre-existing my brain tumor. I had a fall, and it resulted in me having a disease called reflex sympathetic dystrophy. You can look it up, okay? But reflex sympathetic dystrophy can be mild, it can be medium, moderate, or it can be severe. And if you bump into something like it hurt your toe, just that thing, boom, that could set it off. You don't know. Go to see a rheumatologist if that happens to you. Okay? Rheumatologists are terrific doctors. Don't get enough credit. Okay? I had the greatest rheumatologist in the world, but now she's backed up a year and I can't see her no more. But anyway, when I fell recently, if you've been following me, I had a big fall. I have a concussion right now. Still, I'm seeing double. But I called my neuro-oncologist, and he's the one who got my brain tumor meds, the anti-seizure meds. And he said immediately, I want you, because I had the fall, my RSD caused me pain. It used to be all I had was nerve damage from chemotherapy. Nerve damage in my fingertips. Couldn't pick up forks. People had to feed me sometimes. Well, anyway, I called up my neuro-oncologist and he put me on the medicine It's also a shingles medicine. For those of you who get shingles, bam, you immediately take this medicine. Okay? It's called gabapentin. It's for nerve damage. Or it's also known as Neurontin. Anyway, it went, when I had my fall, I hit myself all the way down to this wrist, all the way up to this elbow. And that's it. We're putting music to this so it doesn't sound so disastrous. I take other medications, you know, Synthroid and stuff like that, but we're not going to talk about these now. I just wanted you to know, you scientists, Scientologists out there, and what's that guy who does a show on HBO? Bill Maher. Bill Maher. Hey, Bill Maher, you get hurt one day and you'll be taking the meds. I gotta go now. I got a call. Bye. Hello? Recliner Man has had a setback today on one front. The lung guy said I was clear, but on the other hand, I was seeing double. So they did a brain scan to see if there was blood in my brain, which would have put me down for the dirt nap. And they wanted to do a new MRI also, even though I just had one 2 days ago. And the guy agreed with me. If I had the blood in my head, I was going down. Fortunately, right now it all comes down to double vision and weakness in my right side. We have to work on these things. I have to get better. What would make it better? Going to the curry hut and eating goat. Alright. Recliner Man. And the Recliner Man family has been going through a lot of anxious moments today. Number one,
You should mute it for a sec. If you have the remote.
finding my mute on the TV so you can hear it. We'll start it. The Recliner Man family is going through tough spots. So today, I went to see my not my neuro-oncologist, my lung cancer guy. And he said, thumbs up, thumbs up.
He said, I wish the rest of you was as good as your lungs.
Yes, because I have double vision and I have weakness on my right side. So my internist said, we want you back in the hospital. And so I said, I don't want to go in the hospital. And he says, I insist. So I was back in the emergency room. And they did a scan of my brain to see if I was bleeding on the brain. And that would give me the dirt nap, apparently. And then they did an MRI to see what was going on generally in my brain since the accident occurred. They seen none of those, but they're sending over a rehab person to try to work on my leg. In the ensuing days, I will be seeing, I think I've mentioned it, besides the person working on my leg, my orthopedic guy again, because my right side really hurts, and a rheumatoidist, what do you call them?
Rheumatologist?
Rheumatologist. They are special people who find things that other people would not. And one other note, I have a walker. I now have a walker. It'll let me get around in some measure. One other thing to celebrate the fact that I did not have the really bad stuff today is I went to the Curry Hut. Well, actually, Arthur Summersby went to the Curry Hut.
That's right, mate. Got some curry.
And he brought home for me goat and two chicken, different kinds of chicken with sauces you wouldn't believe. And it'll be great. It'll be great. I can't say how that is important to me. Remember, anytime you're not feeling well, go get yourself something like chili dogs or Indian food. Go all out. Okay, treat yourself. Treat yourself to something good each day.